River Union High School for today's varsity soccer action. Got a good one. Old rivals getting together. It's Woodstock, a very strong team taking on Mill River. Very good team that's trying to find itself right now. They're coming off an impressive win over Stratton Mountain, 4-0 Mill River is. And Woodstock will be in the dark green uniforms, Mill River in their home whites. Kirsten Murphy will be the goalie for Woodstock, and of course Mackenzie Mooney will be the goalie for Mill River. And you can see how excited they are to get going. They're jumping up and down. Sophie Anderson is number 3 for Woodstock. Emma Aspel is number 19. 13 is Kate Dibella. Number 24 is Sarah Dibella. Number 21, Claudia Eckroth. 7 is Molly Garvey. Brooke Gilberth is number 1. Kristen Hagenbarth is number 14. Morgan Hazen is 20. 22 is Gretchen Kaiser. Ashley Coetsier is number 30. Nicole LeBlond is number 12. 8 is Alexis Lenzing. Remember, she had a big goal a couple of years ago here in the field that won the game with 8 seconds left. Kate McCarthy's number 23. Number 15 is Kate Murphy. Haley Peterson is 10. One of the captains is Michelle Podnicki, number 6. Number 31, Ashley Walker is another captain. 25, Brittany Monser. And Kazia Wright's 32. And the other captain was Sarah Dibella, and I forgot to mention that. And Greg Labella is the head coach, and we are good to go, and we're underway. And of course, I'll do the Mill River roster probably just at the start of halftime. And again, this will be a hard matchup, a tough matchup, a good competition for Mill River to take on a very experienced, very good Woodstock squad. One of those programs that, like Coach Chadburn alluded to throughout this beginning of the soccer season, he wants this program to be right up there where it's just every year in contention and people think about Mill River for soccer. Well, Woodstock's already at that plateau. You know, you start thinking soccer, you think Woodstock. And we'll have Mooney come out, and she'll make the touch, and yeah, she's going to make the grab, and she'll have that sunshine. I got to believe they lost the coin toss. She'll have that brilliant fall sun. I know we're not quite officially fall, but close enough. In her eyes, it's Carrie Brown getting there, and she'll just boot it to the side out, and Mill River will go on in defense, mark up, and Woodstock will take the throw on the far side of the field here at Mill River. It's, of course, again, like I said, 22 out there is Kaija, K-A-I-J-A. The pass back is stolen away. You see the shoulder-to-shoulder action. Will Robb playing some tough soccer right there, and that's going to be forward and controlled by Bullock, and she wants to link up to Kachupi. Kachupi looking for Day, and it cuts to the inside just off from the leg of the defender of Woodstock, and that's going to find itself. Well, after actually I found it, it's Desiree Gray there defensively taking away the inside turn. Everything goes to the outside. That's going to stay in bounds. Let's try to be settled and sent. And Sabaski got there and just took away the passing angle. Now we'll give Woodstock a throw. We'll have Ashley Walker go down in the corner with the throw, and I believe we'll have a corner for Woodstock. That went off from Desiree Gray out of play. We'll have the game's first corner. There's a slight breeze, nothing too heavy duty right now with 38 minutes to go. We were 2 minutes into the soccer game, and here comes the first corner of the contest. Woodstock looking to break on top on the road, and that's just booted, and I mean booted out of play, and went off from Woodstock foot. So we will have Carrie Brown, 13, receive the ball from the goalie, Mackenzie Mooney, and we will have Carrie Brown take the goal kick on that missed opportunity. Yeah, Carrie Brown, some good carry on the ball. Miss Kachupi, the ball will roll and controlled by Day. Yeah, it's going to be off from Day. She tried that little hook it and reverse it and trap it and spin it and all that good stuff and just missed making it happen. Gray with the step up will get it to Day. Day wants to go to the center circle, has the inside position defensively. They kept this defender on the shoulder, and that opened up the field for the pass, and now Kachupi will put pressure on the corner, and that ball's going to stay in play. Kachupi will take the corner. She's got the angle for the pass. There it is. It's crossed out in front, and nobody anywhere has put a foot on it for green or white. And now it's finally Woodstock being able to clear it. The ball just kept on just casually rolling and rolling and rolling, and nobody could get on top of it, make a difference. And it will be I had to wait and see that we're bringing Fishwick over to the right side of the field, and Emily will take the throw, and she'll go short. Everything's marked long. She'll go to Day. Day wants to go back to Fishwick, and it might be a little bit. Yeah, fast as Fishwick is, she wasn't going to catch that one. So a good rush down the field by Kachupi, all set up by that, linking up that center field position. And again, I think it's very important for Mill River to score first in this contest. Score it all, but to score first. They've played, other than the Stratton game, they've played from behind all season, played catch-up. And they put together a different combination for the front line and the midfielders at the last game against Stratton. And like I said, it was their highest output of the season. They had 4 goals, and that's going to be out of bounds off the official, and then we'll have a green throw. That means Woodstock will get it in play. You're watching PEGTV, Public Access Television. This is Public Access Sports, Munger Vision. Jerry Munger bringing you this varsity soccer game for Mill River. Got some more Mill River girls and boys coming up soccer-wise, some MSJ soccer and some MSJ football, and of course Sports Beat, the everything show. And I've lost the ball in the sun. Here we go. It is a beautiful day, but it's a brilliant sun. Oh, they had a pass diagonally to the left. They missed it. They elected to go wide, and on the defense, that's just Sabaski playing great defense right there. Left foot turn fire, and I believe it's going to be staying, with the white team. It's going to be Mill River's throw here, and it'll be Sabaski coming over, and she'll get set to take the throw. One of the captains on the squad. Boy, she got a Katrupi, and she just kind of picked it out of midair, turned, and there was a defender right in her face, and that's Woodstock with the steal, and they just can't. They tried just to blast it through Desiree Gray defensively, and she would have none of that. And that comes across Rob, and then see the pressure by Fenton. I'm sorry, that's number 3. That's not Fenton. Bagley out there. Fenton in the foreground's number 2, and that does get into the box, and it gets into the box a little deeper. It's just a matter now who touched it. Who did it deflect off from? I'm waiting for the official to tell us. And goal kick went off from a Woodstock player, and so that will make it a goal kick for Carrie Brown, and she'll get set for her second chance here with 34 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half of play. 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Golden goal is the rule in overtime, and this isn't a tournament or a playoff game, so you can end a tie. And if we have a remote possibility toward the end of the broadcast of going to overtime, I'll explain that into better detail. But other than that, we'll just take it a half by a half. That stayed live. That's a hot ball and gets to the corner, and Woodstock able to get there first. And now again, they had a passing angle, but it was just so sharp. Well, Brown go away with a little shove there, no doubt about it, to give away in a box. The pop-up little kick, and Mackenzie Mooney made the save, couldn't handle it. Second shot, never got through. Never got through. So great action right there, that whole sequence. Woodstock, didn't get it on Mooney the second time. They did get a little off speed, like a knuckleball in on her, and she was able to come out and at least get a body on it, but not control it. And then Woodstock's second attempt never got through. There was quite a cluster of Mill River defenders up in front, and that's Fenton turns, got a little nudge in there, and it's going to be kicked through the inline, and it should be a goal kick coming up for Carrie Brown. Now, in case you've never seen it before, Mackenzie Mooney, the goalie for Mill River, has got a protective little helmet she wears on. Got her space, put her hair out in the back if she wants that ponytail effect. And I got thinking about it, and it is a good idea if you get sliding across and go post to post and get your head wrapped against it. This would be a good safety precaution. Day's really come along in the last couple games, but she's got the potential. That's Rebecca Day, number 5 for Mill River, to really become a field leader out there and a good offensive choice, and she could really become a lethal target for him out there offensively. And I like it when she asserts herself like that, because like I said, she's got the skills to do it. She's got the good build for the soccer game. She's got the height to get in the headers, and she's sturdy on her feet, and that's going to be Desiree Gray. And they're staying with it, and nice job by Woodstock. And we got a whistle, and we should have a kick coming up, and that's the indication. We're going to have a kick coming up, and the mark will be for Woodstock's number 20, Megan Hazen. There she is. So Hazen will take the kick on the foul. She'll get a restart. The whistle was blowing, and actually she had the right idea. Bullock just ruined it for her. She stepped up. Bullock took away that little exit lane. They had to get that pass snuck in there. And the website for Channel 15 is www.pegtv.com, and that's actually the website for Channel 15, Channel 20, and 21. And they're also World Wide Web now. I'm not sure the technical aspect of it because I'm not a big internet guy, but you can go on the web and, look at Fishwick with that speed, and they should be, Fishwick pushed off, and that's what's going to happen. There'll be a foul on Fishwick, and Woodstock will take the kick. And I started to say you can be in Texas now, or in Oklahoma, or Minnesota, or Anywhere in the world, actually, the web goes. And you can watch games and shows from channel 15, 20, and 21 by just watching your webcast. How's that? You can be watching Sports Beat in Texas now. I don't know why that's exciting to me, but it is. When I bring viewerships up to almost 7. Well, Sports Beat's been on for this November. It'll be 12 years. Since 1995. Oh yeah. It's like a boomerang. You just throw me away and I keep coming back. You can't get rid of me. That's toward the net and going to be a save by Murphy. And I can't recall Murphy with a touch prior to that right there. So I'm going to unofficially say that's her first touch of the ball. And she'll go to the punt out of their hands. And well, that's a real good kick. And that's a real good header. And Woodstock trying to... It appears early on Woodstock wants to go long ball, yeah, over the top, and Windsor and Mill River's got that right to this point pretty well defended, and that's going to be Rob with the kick up top, and Katrupi. Oh, she had a way to send it down the middle of the day, but sliced it off the outside of her foot. That sent the pass to the center of the field and gave Woodstock a chance to rally around it and get it under control. And that's Bagley, and she'll take the angle, and it'll be out of play, and it should be a white throw, from what I could see, which isn't really like putting yourself in the arms of Jesus. I mean, my eyes have been shot for the last 5 years broadcasting, but I got that one right, so. Got to get the dust down my throat, been sand and sheetrock, and that's why I was a little, I didn't get a Woodstock Rothschild just a few minutes ago, and Bob Sebaski very kindly ran that up to me, and I appreciate it. I'd like to thank him for that, but no, I came from sanding the sheetrock to right here to doing the soccer game. How's that for multitasking? And when I go back, I'm going to do some more mudding so I can do some more sanding. Not that anybody's asked me, I'm just filling up airtime. That's going to stay in bounds. That just had enough backspin on it, so I brought it around and died. Oh, and Gray had it, lost it. Fenton there will clear it out of the box, gets it out of the 18. Fishwick just that little touch to the side. That gave her the chance to spin away from it, looking for Day, and Day's going to get there, put pressure on the ball, and it'll go off from Woodstock out of play. It actually went off from number 24 for Woodstock, Sarah DeBella. And I just got to figure out, there's a lot of balls flying around down there. It's going to be Fishwick who's going to take the throw. So Fishwick and Mill River in a scoreless game right now. And I got to tell you, I would say it's a pretty even game as far as everything. It's been a 50-50 game other than corners. Woodstock's had the corners, and Mill River has not had a corner yet. And other than that, well, I tell you what, I like that. That's a great save, good read. She played the angle well. Mackenzie Mooney will take the punt. But I like the fact that you don't see enough shots on net in soccer. That's my opinion. I don't mean just these two teams. I mean boys teams, college teams. What was wrong with taking that shot from just inside the 18? Nothing. You could see how close it actually came to being a good scoring chance. And what if the save would have been bobbled or misplayed? Or what if you didn't have a great goalie like Mooney? What if you only had an average goalie? That might have been a score. So Woodstock going down 5, 10, 12 yards, and now they'll take the throw. They had to get right where the official wanted the throw to be taken, and that just was a loss of possession and went back to Mill River, and it was pretty well defended actually. And here comes Woodstock. Brown knocked it down once, got the angle twice. She's going to take and make it a cross pass. She took away the route to the goals. What she did, carry Brown number 13 for Mill River. Right now Mill River playing a very smart defensive game, and they've played defensively all right all season. That's Lee 18 in the ball game. Last time we were here, or I was here doing a contest, Lee had a hat trick, had a 3-goal game. And Kayla Plouffe, number 14. Good deep hard throw, overshot Lee, was retrieved and stayed in bounds for a second. Well, stayed in bounds for longer than that. It was taken away by Woodstock after just a second of being in bounds, and that goes off from Lee. And I got to widen the shot out because they're playing in some tight quarters down there. And there's Izzy, there's Isabel Furno, number 10 out there, and she had a goal in the Stratton Mountain game, the first goal of the contest. And oh, that's playing tough. That's why you got to be. Oh, see, that should be a whistle. Yeah, that is how these two teams get along. That was number 16, Leah Ragstad. who was doing the bumping and grinding and shouldering, and she hit the deck and drew the foul, and we'll have a kick coming up now for the Minutemen as we are down to 26 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first half of play. And yeah, we should have push on Fishwick though, flying through the air, trying to get position on number 31, Ashley Walker, and that will give Woodstock possession on the offensive side of the midfield stripe. They're just retrieving the ball, and the official will mark it right where he wants it, right there. And I expected this to be a physical game, and that does not make me a genius. It just means I heard the coaches talk, and I've seen the two teams play over the years. I know it's a big rivalry game, and we haven't had a lot of whistles. We've yet to have an offside, and we're having a little problem in the box right now. And that shot will be in, and saved by Mooney, and there's the pressure on the box. And again, the shot came from the top of the 18, and I like Woodstock's philosophy, making it work. Making, you know, what if you get a bad bounce? What if somebody screens you? I like that. You don't have to have a picturesque shot for me as a coach. You can just put the ball on that. Ragstad, number 16, split between defensive assignments, and now she'll take the middle. Got enough of it to disrupt the original play. That will ricochet off from everybody and come out near midfield, right near the edge of the arc, and Woodstock's just going to go over the top. Now we've got our first offside. Yep. And that happens with 25 minutes even to go in the first half of play. Mooney will bring the ball out for Carrie Brown, number 13, and Brown. You see Bullock there also, but it'll be Brown that will take the kick for Mill River. Coached by Randy Chadbury in his 7th year here at Mill River Varsity's program. Again, if you need scheduling information, you can always check the Rutland Herald. You can watch the Comcast Channel 8 TV Guide channel. Puts us our listings on for public access television. Here comes Lee, and Lee's going to just be denied. Murphy with a great save, and Lee with a great rush down the field. That, you could see her breakaway speed. She looked like Jeff Gordon in NASCAR right there. And she just pulled away with her shoulder to shoulder to the defender and her, and then in the last 15 yards, she just broke free, opened up the shot, and a great save by Kristen Murphy. And you know, in all that excitement, I forgot to tell you there's a corner because the goalie made the save. She was the last one to touch it, went out of play, and that'll bring up Emily Fishwick, one of the captains. She'll get set, and the flag, just slight movement on it. Not a lot of, right now, just perfect day for soccer. She got it to the edge, the near post, but no further, and she's got to grow a tad. She had the right idea, but she was just about 2 inches of height too short. Yeah, you want to just get back, enjoy the soccer game, and hope for no overtime. The last thing I ate was a banana at 9:30 this morning, and I could eat that soccer ball right now. We don't need any overtime tonight. If I could, please, have just my way once. It'd be a Mill River win. Hit any drive-through window I can find, eat, and then get to work. That's Fenton. See here, she got by her, then got position. Nice job right there with the little poke by Fenton. Plouffe helped out, and there's some bumping on the far side, and that's Ragstad again, and she's going to be able to not keep it in play. I thought she was going to hook it for a minute and keep that darn thing in play, but I'll excuse it for that. It was a good effort on her part. Fenton, I like the way Fenton times her attacks on the ball, her step-ups. And yeah, Bullock just elected not even to mess around with that and settle it. She just kicked it on the fly, and that's going to be into Mooney. And Mooney now will bring it up to this near side of the box, and she'll take the punt and kick it out of her hands and gets her momentum going forward. Nice lift, pretty decent carry, and on the bounce, Lee. Well, it'll go green throw, but she got over the midfield stripe, so we'll have to wait a second. There's a horn sounding, and Woodstock having some changes come in on the substitutions. Number 24 is going to take the throw, and that, of course, is Sarah DeBella. We're good. We're set to go. Game's had a nice flow. There has been a lot of jousting at midfield, and that was Paige Carrera, number 8, into the contest for Mill River, that had a piece of the ball and lost it on the settle, trying to bring it down, and it went out of bounds on her, and she'll be in her first year of varsity soccer here at Mill River. Got to meet her at the soccer camp, the Mill River soccer camp. Very nice young lady, very into soccer. She certainly was. Can talk the talk, and this, so far I can see she can walk the walk here as far as knowing her soccer. If anything, she should go to a lot more drive-through windows too and put some weight on and be, you know, she's scrawny right now. She's got to get, she's struggling for her size. There's going to be a corner coming up for Woodstock, but when Mother Nature takes over and she gets some muscle tone build out, she'll be even a better player. It's funny when you watch them from freshman years up, like Coach Shadron's had a lot of freshmen go up. You see them physically just get stronger each year, and of course with that they get better. Well, that was just a low line drive and went out from a Woodstock player up in front. They didn't really get the carry and loft on the ball they wanted up front. That was, like I said, that was a hard shot. And Kerry Brown now with 20 minutes and 55 seconds to go. In the first half, we're scoreless, almost the midway point, and like I said, each team's had a couple chances, nothing spectacular, yeah, other than Murphy's save. I mean, Murphy Downison with her save on that breakaway by Lee was that was highlight stuff. That was very good save by Murphy. I looked at the roster when Bob Sabaski brought it up to me, and all those Woodstock names, seems like they've been there forever. It went out from Ragstad, Mill River out of bounds. We'll have a short throw brought in. Everything was marked long. Brown right there on the back side. That forces the play to come back outside, and there's almost a poke check and a steal, and that will go out of bounds. And I think it's going to stay green, and it will stay with Ashley Walker, the captain, one of the many captains. I think 3 captains on this Woodstock squad. Again, right now, Mill River, they're playing a very good defensive game. They're going to call foul on Izzy on that. Huh, that was, I guess, it was close. And this is not a bad spot on the field. This is where if you can hold the line, stay on side, get the loft, you can have a jailbreak at the ball and just create chaos in front of the net and try to get somebody to just get a foot on that darn thing. Or you can just launch away and wasted opportunity. I'm not sure what she was thinking there. But it becomes 19 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll have Kerry Brown take the kick far side, number 13, not superstitious at all, and she will get ready to launch that baby. She's looking for, everything's marked short, she's got to go long, and yeah, she stepped into it and extended well and goes far side and slices it out of bounds for a bogey. So Woodstock will just exchange and get set. And they're almost right in front of their bench on that far side here at Mill River. Great place to come down and take in a soccer game, boys or girls. You have 2 good teams. Either way you show up, you get a good girls varsity program here at Mill River, a good boys varsity program, and especially now in the fall weather, this is very pleasant to come in. Remember the first couple games when we had our late summer, or Indian summer, I guess they call it, and it was literally 87 degrees. It was 87 degrees the first game, because I remember I remember almost dehydrating taping it. See, Fenton lost the position on the inside and then come across. You know what? 1 pass too many. If she shoots it on net, she's got a much better chance of scoring than trying to connect on that short diagonal pass across the box. Sometimes you can just be a little bit too unselfish. That was one of those cases. That's a nice move by Katrupi. I got to tell you what, she put the defender on her back, kind of pinned her, and then rolled away from the pressure. Katrupi with the header and looking for Dave. Rebecca Day, number 5 out there in Fishwick. She wants to reverse it, and there's the settle by Katrupi, trying to bring it around on the left foot, and just had it knocked away from her by Woodstock's Ashley Coetsier. Now, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing a lot of these Woodstock names. I can only hope that a lot of them don't get our channel, but yeah, the Mill River names, people have said it, boy, I always get MSJ right at Mill River right. Well, yeah, I watched them play since grade school, middle school, now high school, and I cover all their games. So you just know how to, you know, you get to meet their parents and their siblings, and you know how to say their name. But when you come in from out of town, you're on a, you know, what you get, what you get. See that makeup speed? They want to take the inside route, yeah, and that's just what Desiree Gray did. She forced her to circle, come back, and very soft pass. And Sabaski, with all that great skill, able to step up, anticipate, and get the kick back out there. Captain Katie Sabaski. That's going to come down. Rob looked at it and kind of shied away from the contact. And Woodstock circling behind the ball. They got a lot of turf, and oh, great soft serve. And Mooney will get a piece of it, knock it free, not control it. Ball will come outside the 18. Woodstock wants to bring it back, and the 18 goes to the corner, and they're going to be able to, again, circle behind as the defense, for the first time today, not attacking the ball. They played a little complacent, laid back, and that allowed Woodstock to advance up the turf, get the position, and get those shots. So Mackenzie Mooney Showing her good stuff, her A game there today. Actually, I've never not seen Mackenzie's A game. She's very, very focused, very talented young lady. The goalie for Mill River. Right there, just see the miscommunications defensively. Everything's kind of, you shouldn't have three defenders in the same spot, clumped like that. Never got in, knocked down, never getting Bullock got there, and then Bullock with the left foot able to go over the top herself. And see if Mill River can play a little long ball. There's the pressure on the ball. Kachupi overran it. Woodstock recovers. They'll turn 5, 10 yards on the dribble. And that will roll toward the corner, toward the inline, and it will be out through the inline, and we will have, if I can bring the camera down, a goal kick coming up, and I'm waiting for Carrie Brown. There she is, number 13, just coming into your viewfinder now, or into my viewfinder, your picture. And she's going to get set to take the goal kick. There she is, near side of the box. Really got on top of it. Sabaski, strong position-wise, got it 2 kicks on it, able to get it up somewhat 8 yards further down the field. And there's a little skip kick coming down, and that will give Day a chance to come circle, and she'll take the inside route, and that's taken away. Again, Fishwick just a step late that time. As Woodstock, a very, very quick team. They match up quickness-wise very good with Mill River, or vice versa. Maybe Mill River matches up quickness-wise with Woodstock. But in any event, Mooney this time with a much better field of vision and an easier save. And she'll make the save. And you know what I wanted to ask her, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her since she got the helmet, is that hot to wear? I know wearing a football helmet, it sure, you know, elevated the body temperature, but yeah, it goes off from Rebecca Day. Now, see how Day kind of exploded to the ball and was physical? She does that in spurts. When she gets confidence enough or strong enough where she wants to do that every play, she is going to be a player to be reckoned with. Now, she's only a sophomore. And, oh, they're saying one off from Desiree Gray, so they'll stay with Woodstock. We're at 14 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Woodstock in the first half from Mill River. Nobody's got a score, so in soccer speak, that's, you would say, 0-0. Now, when I'm doing an MSA football game, if I say 7-0, that'd be the end of my broadcasting MSA football. But in soccer, you can get away with cool little words like nil. And headers and things like that. And that's going to be out of bounds. And it should be green. It's going to stay green. And Green's had a lot of time possession here on the last 3 touches, but yet no good penetration into the 18. That's off the knee, the foot, and the head, back to the foot. And you see Bagley just keep bringing the issue out further. And then she made the steal. She got those long legs, Bagley does, and she's able to reach through and make the steal. And they just out-kicked Day. They're looking to spring her free on that long ball style, which I love over the top soccer. Okay, they faked me out. Where'd the ball go? Okay, Rob's going to come over. Well, Emily went up and touched it. Usually she'll take the throw from this position on the field, but they sent Rob down instead. And there's oh, look at the Kachupi had space and laid it down in the corner. And there's the, oh, they had a Rebecca Day unmarked breaking down the center of the field, and we're going to have a corner. And Day looks like, yeah, number 5, Rebecca Day will go over and she'll serve the ball up. And this is a good chance. Mill River, I really feel, needs to be the team this year to score first. Last year, the year before, and the year before, and the year before, I didn't think that way, but I think early on here, tell you what, that's anybody's ball, and oh, the goalie lost her balance. Murphy made the save. Nobody in a white jersey really to be there and support the ball. Desiree Gray with the steal, looking to send it into the top of the box. That's just a mid kick. It'll hit, spin, and roll out of bounds. Should be a white throw, according to me, and I count. There we go. Kachupi with the throw, looks to get it down to Day. She rolls to the outside instead of bringing it to the inline, and she'll set it all the way back up to the 25. That's going to squirt even further out, come to the edge of the arc at midfield. Now, about to say, they're pushing Fenton pretty good there, yeah, and they got to call that. Well, they don't have to, but it would make me happier if they did call it, and they did call it. Now, I don't know how, yeah, Carrie, you got to go forward 7 yards. There you go. So Carrie Brown, number 13, again, this is a good spot on the field because you don't have to have as much soft touch to go so far, but you can get more jack extension. And then this is a good opportunity. Oh, she just thumped it. You could hear the miss kick. Fishwick able to get there. Oh, she steps over the defender's leg out of bounds. Last touch by Emily Fishwick of Mill River, and we will have, well, it looks like number 24 coming over for Sarah DeBella coming over, and she is going to take the throw. She's got a ball in her hand. That must count for something. Again, you're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15. Tom Leipold is the program director at Channel 15, and you can reach him by going to the website at www.pegtv.com. You can call him at 747-0151, or you can just get right off the couch after the game, of course, and go down to the House Center, Building 24, step right inside, and take a tour of the whole place and meet everybody down there, the paid staff down there. And I say paid staff because people don't understand. For 12 years, I do not work for Channel 15. I'm just some moron who has no life and is dedicated to taping community events and getting them on the air, and I just go in and hand my tapes in, and or they're actually DVDs nowadays, but I'm a very small part, almost irrelevant to the nuts and bolts of the operation. Sabaski got it to Lee, and it goes out of bounds. Was touched by Woodstock. I'm not seeing a corner being called yet. Mill River staying in a position. Yeah, Mill River saw the corner, and they're going to send Rebecca Day to the far side. Oh, great opportunity to get on top here. That's nearing the 10-minute mark. 10:20 to be exact in this first half of play. And I think with this now, the corners have evened up. Oh, it's so important to get that ball served up right. That's going to be, oh, did Murphy touch that? That was another great save if she did. No. No, I'm saying no because it's going to be a goal kick, not a corner kick. If Murphy would have touched it, it would have gone out of bounds, would have been in corner. So just a slightly missed opportunity just over the top of the crossbar. As DiBella, she got underneath it like a 9-iron and kind of waved it out to the side here, and it'll be off from Desiree Gray out of bounds. And we will have a throw coming up for Woodstock in those green uniforms, and Mill River in the home whites. Mill River with a win today. First of all, it'd be a big win. Second of all, they would go to 500. And that's going to be off from Lee to the bleachers out of bounds. And we'll just set Woodstock up right on the edge of the bleachers here on the near side of the field at Mill River, and they'll take the short throw. And again, everything marked very well, and Lee trying to use her long legs to get over the around the person to poke the ball away, but instead she got cocked pretty good with that kick, and she's able to just keep on playing. There's Sabaski on the backside, and she released, and see the nice defensive triangle. They built that triangle and box down there, and Lee pulls off this time from the ball. Woodstock with the ball, and there's no score, and the stats are pretty darn even. We got a horn, and we got subs coming in, and the official's got his arm in the air, and that all kinds of stuff going on. As Ashley Robb, number 23, will get set to take the kick with 8:46 to go in a scoreless first half of play. Ragstad coming in, number 16 for the Minutemen. DiBella circled around the ball, and that's a good idea because once you get your butt behind you, you can get a lot more power on the kick. And Rob with the steal will go laterally, just trying to get a little angle, and they both, that's a great no whistle. They both made simultaneous contact with the ball on the kick and just waved out. Like in Rocky 2 when they both Apollo Creed and Rocky hit each other and they both go down for the count. That's just what happened then. In case you never saw the movie. I hope I didn't ruin that for you. So Kerry Brown with the kick. Oh, good. Good effort. Got the lift on it, not the line drive. Woodstock had that pretty well marked out though. Ragstad able to back into Woodstock and not allow the player in the green to be able to get to the ball, and Lee came across, and that's going to be off from one Mill River head to Fishwick's leg. She'll settle it down, slide the pass. We're looking for Day with some turf in front of her, trying to bring it to the inside. There's a reverse for Day. Well, outpass herself. Oh, she had the right idea. Or there's no R in it. It's idea. I don't know how many people corrected me lately on that, because I was one of those Vermonters that said idea. And then actually that's when they spell it for me, and there's no R in it. I don't know why it was so important they did that, but now I know it's idea. It was almost pivotal that day. But it was good that somebody was listening and caught my misuse of grammar, my bad use of grammar, and Sabaski crashes to the ground, gets up, might be looking for a whistle on a kick. I think it's going to be a Mill River throw instead. And somebody's got to take the ball and get the throw, and looks like Rob or Lee. That's going to be Lee coming over. And number 18, the freshman, will get it down to Kachupi, another youngster on the squad. Kachupi trying to bring it back through the legs. The defender does there. Oh, she went far side. Little kick, score! What a job of setting a table Oh, what a beautiful assist and the goal. And I think it was Bagley. Isn't that awful? I can't see your jersey number. It's got her hair bouncing around, and 3 I just heard. Yeah, so it was Bagley that got the goal, but the assist was as pretty as the goal. 1-0 Mill River, and I think that is very, very good, but I think it's very important that they're able to get that first goal. Nice job. Well, you could see in the last 7 to 8 minutes, Mill River kind of getting more time of possession just by generating those couple corner chances. You got to be in the offensive end to generate a corner, and they've been having a little more offensive pressure in there. Bang, it pays off. So Murphy, the goalie for Woodstock, with a couple outstanding saves. Really not much Murphy could do on that. She had to decide where to play the shot or play the pass, and she played the shot, so when the pass came across the goal mouth to Bagley, I mean, by that time she recovered to get the save. She was just out of position just because Mill River really moved the ball very sweetly across. Fishwick will take the throw, and we have just 6 minutes to go in this opening half of play. Oh, a missed kick, but nobody on the ball for pressure, and that gives Woodstock the chance to work it up. And Brown looking around, and going to be Fishwick, so Mill River will have the throw. She'll turn around, get her directions, and look for Bagley. Now, see what they did? They brought Bagley up that last time. I like it. Bagley to the inside. Bagley lifts it for our corner. You know, I like it when you shoot the darn ball. Stays in bounds. She almost was able to get the header, and they got Sabaski up front. I like that too. Oh, it's a missed kick by Rob. She tried to one-time it and just completely got it off the edge of the foot. Sliced it. Oh, I said it for years. I look like just like my golf swing. Awful. I don't know how I can slice a ball when I'm putting, but I do. Well, Bullock played that nice, and then Fenton on the support defensively. That's a nice tandem back there defensively. A lot of spirit, a lot of guts, and a lot of experience back there with that combination. That's going to go off from the toe and be miskicked. And that's going to be gently lifted on sides while Mooney's in a bad spot. She'll make the save. Oh, I tell you what. Mackenzie Mooney was kind of out in no man's land, and she saved the bacon right there. She saved her own butt. As they kicked it right into her breadbasket. And here comes the throw, and Sabaski with a nice heave and right on the mark, and Lee turns around, and there's a defender marked her, and Woodstock looking to answer that goal. 1-0 Mill River on the Bagley goal, and that's Bagley number 3. Kind of saw the pressure coming in. Fishwick on the back side of it, kind of played the inside angle more. Now Brown will just Brown is effortless when she doesn't even look like she's running fast or hard, but she just knows how to get into position where she doesn't have to race there to make up for mistakes. Rob with some turf, just going to dribble it. I like it. And then she runs over the Woodstock player, and you talk about going head over heels or butt over tea kettle or whatever you want to call it. That was a great example of that saying. I like the fact too there's no whistle. Oh, Sabaski got the inside. Sabaski, oh, tried to slide and get the kick and got a little grass stain. That's about it. Oh, nice move around Ragstad, who's trying to get back now defensively into position. That's hooking, and going to be out of play. Mooney will watch it go out of play, and we'll have a goal kick taken by Mill River as we're at 3:25 to go. She got underneath it, and that wasn't a bad kick. That wasn't a bad kick. But I tell you, who's that bouncing around? That's got to be Fenton out there. She's going to have some black and blues after this game. Fun player to watch out there. Just look at this battle. Look at Ragstad, the youngster, going right on, shoulder to shoulder. Nice mark by Brett. This is inside the 18, so you've got to mark well. They got away, got to cross, and Mooney's going to get on top of it because Sabaski right there had tied up the Woodstock player where the pass was intended, and they wanted her to redirect it, but she just could not get away from Katie Sabaski. Nice job by Sabaski, and we stay at 1-0 Mill River. Katrupi went up just a tad shy on the header. Woodstock will go over the top about 15 yards on the pass. They've got some turf, lining it up, and for the first time, they might have passed once too often. That was broken up, and on the far side we'll have Bagley now lifts it like a pitching wedge and gets it up to Fishwick. Fishwick at midfield will bring it back, and there's a touch by Rob. And I don't think Rob meant to do that. I think she wanted to just get the dribble, and it came hard off her foot and out past herself. And not a lot of midfield play today as far as being bogged down in midfield, going back and forth. It's, like I said, it's had a nice flow to it. It's done good. It's done good. How's that for English, huh? That's why I just volunteered. I'm not paid staff. I gotta tell you though, I don't know the word I want to use. I don't know if it's resilient or gotten more miles out of myself than I ever should have. But for a guy who barely got out of high school, and over 4,000 video broadcasts and the shots, the video editing, the concepts, and I run the camera and talk all at the same time. And I'm just not that bright, I'm trying to tell you. And I can't believe I pulled it off for 12 years. And I never played a game of soccer or watched a soccer game in high school until I started broadcasting it. So I had to kind of, not that I know anything, but what little bit I know, I had to learn while taping it. And that's going to be Sebastian getting a piece of it out of bounds. Woodstock with the ball with just a minute 13 to go before I can get a drink of water. And there's the throw. And that's going to be hard off from Desiree Gray and out of bounds. Yeah, hot potato. What Mill Rivers fans are oohing and ah over, they thought that she was actually in the motion. Nice save by Mooney. Yeah, she was in the motion of making a throw, and that she threw it to herself out of bounds, and there should have been a change of possession there. And the official said, nope, we'll have none of that. She just dropped the ball and let her throw it again. Rob, sticking with it, missed the kick, gets the ball to midfield. Rob, oh, I like that. Oh, they should never call that. Oh, I got to tell you, I don't like that call. Now, that doesn't mean that it wasn't the right call. I just don't think that was an intent. I think that was just both players playing hard and going through the ball. Oh, boy. Well, again, it doesn't mean he was wrong. It's irrelevant what I really think, but I think that could have been let him play. That goes out from Bagley out of bounds. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. And what I'll do when the half sounds here, oh gosh, don't give up the late goal. Woodstock got enough time, and Mooney will get it. When they get situated over by their Mill River kickboard, Mackenzie will get her water bottle. We'll follow her back. I will do the Mill River roster for you when they settle down, get all sets. 1-0 Mill River on the Bagley goal, and a very well played first half by both teams. See the Minutemen behind their kickboard. It says Minutemen. That's how you know it's them. And they're getting all settled down to get some water and hydration and some instructions and probably some words of praise from the coach, Randy Chadburn. But the roster has, as I mentioned, Mackenzie, or Big Mac DeKeller, Mackenzie Mooney in goal, and number 2 is Nicole Fenton. Chelsea Bagley's got the goal. She's number 3. Captain Emily Fishwick wears 4. Rebecca Day having a very big day, number 5. Number 6 is another captain, Katie Sabaski. Number 7 is Desiree Gray. Paige Carrera wears 8. Haley Kachupi's 9. Isabel Furno, but you can call her Izzy. She's number 10. Erin Bourne is number 11. I just like the name Bourne because I like the Bourne movies. Jessica Bullock is number 12, Carrie Brown 13, Kayla Plouffe is number 14, Leah Ragstad is number 16, Amanda Lee is number 18, and Ashley Robb is 23. I'm going to grab a drink of water, and we'll come back with the second half of action. Hey, Jojo. Switch ends of the field. You've missed just 40 seconds because I'm very long-winded, and I got talking to Officer Hall. And he asked me like a question that was basically a yes or no answer, and it took me the whole half time to answer it because I don't get to talk to a lot of people. People think I am very social, but what I do, I'm totally alone up here doing the game, talking to myself on camera. It's the most unsociable, non-contact with human thing I do. So when somebody comes up and wants to lend me their ear, I'll certainly bend it. But you didn't miss anything. No, it's just the nature of me. Oh, here comes Woodstock. They're down 1-0 in the second half of play. It was a very good first half by both teams. They played very well, and that's going to be... Oh, Mooney with that extension might have got a piece of it. I want to see if they're going to call a goal kick or a corner, because if it's a corner, she did get a piece of it. If it's a goal kick, it just eluded her. Yeah, and it's going to be just a goal kick, so that means she didn't actually touch the ball, but she was in position. She took the angle away, so that's why they had to shoot it that wide, which missed the post. But Woodstock with a nice 2-on-1 down the field right there. That ball will be settled, and Woodstock coming out with not a sense of urgency, but a sense of, oh God, I don't want to say arrogance, but they're coming out and asserting themselves. That's what I want to say. They're taking the attack to Mill River. They're dictating the play right now. And Mill River with that 1-goal lead, I hope they don't sit back and get very complacent and passive and hope they can hold on to that 1-goal lead. They've got to play like they did in that first half, especially the last 10 minutes of that first half. They really had the better of the play. That's about when the goal occurred too. That's Kachupi, number 9, and she'll be communicated with over there. And oh, what a nifty little move. I believe that was Fenton, but I'm not sure. That's a long distance for an old guy to look for it. And Fishhook will send the ball down in the corner. She was looking to link up with Kachupi, and Kachupi got cut off by the defensive unit of Woodstock. And again, the goal came just about 3/4 of the way through that first half of play. No, that's got to be Fenton. That was a great move. You know what she did? She just stayed with it. She just stayed with it. Oh, Kachupi! I didn't care where the ball went. She wasn't looking, and she got cocked and she went down, and she's okay, and she's going to get a kick for her team, but she'll earn that bruise, I'll tell you that. Looks like Rebecca Day's asking for the ball. They're going to give it to her, and she's going to give it to Brown. I think Brown's just marking. Well, we'll have to see how the play unfolds. It could be either or. It could be where Day runs over the top and Brown kicks, or it could just be straight on, direct. Okay. Oh, I don't understand. Okay. Well, Murphy was one of her easier saves. Murphy made 2 tremendous saves in that first half prior to the goal getting. Oh, what a great punt. That was almost to midfield. That was just a few feet shy of midfield by Murphy, Kirsten Murphy, the goalie for Woodstock. Now, she's been impressive anyways her whole career. Like I said, it seems like she's been here forever, and that's going to be misfired. And Carrie Brown with that was a great reaction. That shrugged her, not shrugging her shoulders, but where you put your hands apart and kind of say, what was that all about? Like you're looking for a reason why. The only reason why she miskicked it. She made up for it right there. She played hard, got the ball away, got physical, and that's going to be Day trying to go from the knee to the foot, and that was just stonewalled defensively. Woodstock with a nice job of just holding her position right there, and that comes the throw, and the throw will come down to Fishwick, and oh, let's look at that. See how she braced herself for the push? That's strong. And then the pass back, and that should be a white throw, and it will be a white throw. Mill River now starting to get their balance back here. And they'll throw deep into the box. The header will come outside the 18, and it should, oh, it never made it. It just died. Went off from Fishwick's shins, and now we'll have a throw. And I want to see, I don't think, Bagley's going to get a Fishwick. This is a spot on the field where Fishwick can launch it right into the box if she so desires to do that. And she went over the top of Day, and tell you what, Day's just played a great game. She's just been shot and saved. I like it though. Day out-muscled the Woodstock player for the ball, turned around, dribbled around her, got open on the right foot, and then decided to take the shot, and everything about it was good. The goal would have been better, but everything about her decision-making, when she asserts herself, like I said, she's got the potential to be the game breaker, the difference maker, the one you want to mark special out there. And, you know, a lot of that will come with age, too. I mean, she's only a sophomore. I'm getting kind of wrapped up. She's not 31 years old on the last trip of her tour of duty. Oh, Sabaski. Nice job by Katie Sabaski. Oh, is that working in tight quarters along that sideline? And I gotta be honest with you. So, okay, off green. I wasn't sure who it did go off from. It almost looked simultaneous possession. I mean, I just really want to use the word simultaneous. That's why I just stuck it in there. Looked like they both kicked the ball at the same time, but it goes Mill River, Woodstock with the ball. And Bella get it up over midfield, and boy, there's just a lot of open turf. A lot of time before anybody reacted to the pass right there, and that's now a whistle. And okay, it's going to be on Fishwick. No, it won't be. It'll be just a throw, so there's no foul, just a throw coming up. Right up into the kisser there as it took a high bounce up in the Woodstock player's face, and that's going to drop down into the shaded area here. And fall comes, man. It's Friday's the official first day of fall, or 21st, so I always was led to believe my son's 25th birthday. Yeah. Remember Matthew on Munger Vision. Great cameraman, great editor. 25 years old. Well, look at the race, look at the race, look at the race. And now it's going to be now, let's see the call. Goal kick. Okay. No, it's a personal thing. It's a bittersweet thing, 21st September. You know, it's funny how doors open and doors shut. 21st of September, my son was born, that door opened, and then 3 years ago on the 21st of September, they diagnosed my wife with cancer, and then she, of course, passed away this past June, but one door closed. But let's just talk about soccer. They get that up top, and boy, I tell you, the first couple minutes of this half belonged to Woodstock. Now there's very equal. It's like Holmes and Frazier, or Frazier and Ali, I mean, and boy, I tell you what, see what Day showed you? She controlled the ball in the box, she spun off, she made a spectacular move, fired a hard shot. She's got the potential, she's right on the edge. Oh, and I hate to drop names, but that was a Courtney Chadburn move. She's right on the edge of being that kind of player, consistently. 32 minutes, we played 8 minutes of soccer here in the second half, and we've got no score, but we've had a lot more quality scoring chances by both sides here than we did in the whole first half combined. Bagley to Fishwick, a burst of speed, and yeah, she got pushed out of bounds, and we'll have Carrie Brown come up and take the kick on the foul call. She hooked it, but oh, nice defensive play. They were looking for Lee Sabaski, and that's why you kick a boy. That almost went underneath Murphy. Good velocity, and I like the fact they took the shot. I just can't harp on that enough. Well, I do it during hockey season too. I used to do it put the ball. The object's to put the ball in the net. You can only do that by shooting. I like that. I've never found a rule book or a guideline book that says you got to be point blank to shoot, or you got to have a header 2 feet off the post. Now see Woodstock looking to counterpunch here and come down. Fishwick, just a little gentle touch. We'll go back. Bagley will step up. She'll do the power kick, and with the roll, she'll be just 5 yards shy of midfield. And I'm not sure of the whistle. I don't think it would. Well, we have a foul. We're going to have a kick coming up. It's Carrie Brown getting a workout here today with these kicks, and good job by Carrie Brown. Good carry. They need some support on the ball, as DeBella will get there, and she, oh, I don't like that play. And not that she cares. But that going backwards to go forward stuff, when your goalie's one of the links that you're kicking to, I don't know. I just don't like that. It worked out and everything, and it's irrelevant what I think, but that's quite a battle for that 50-50 ball, and still a 50-50 ball. Now Lee with that long stride. Lee, see her pass it up, header to herself, and oh, look at that. Look at that. She leaned on her, Lee did, and then came around with a long leg, got the ball, hooked it, shot it up in front. And Ashley Robb, that's a lot of turf to work with. I'll tell you, I haven't seen a lot of open field like that in this ball game, only maybe twice before. Fishwick turns centers, and the pass never got to the far side to Lee. Then the defender was between her and the goal, or she should have been between the ball and the goal and her, and that's cool. Yeah, I was waiting for the reaction. Yeah. That's a good call. Sure. That was a good play. It's a physical sport. I just want to see who's taking the kick. Right now, nobody is. Now we're getting number 24 coming over there. Of course, that's Sarah DeBella. And man, she just nobody wanted to take the kick, and then when she got over there, she just totally misfired on it. And River will get the ball back, and that throw knocked out of bounds. So they'll gain about 10 yards on possession here, and Sabaski will get set. Katie will take the throw, bring it forward, and drop it short into the sunlight, back to the shade and Day. Well, I think she was looking for Fishwick. She had Bagley there also. That ball just pops up, and one of the rare 50-50 balls. And now Bagley didn't even let it settle, goes right up top, and Day trying to bring it wide, stops, sends, and oh, just somebody got a piece of it because it slowed almost to a halt. But again, she got the inline. It's just like in basketball. If you give up that baseline in basketball defensively, you're in a lot of trouble. If you go up the inline in soccer defensively, you're usually going to get in a lot of trouble. That was a great punt. There's Brown again, just smart play all the time. Kicks it side out. We have a horn. The action will stop. Mill River remark. It'll be Woodstock with the throw. And they're going to be just about in front of Coach Chad Burns' Mill River Union High School bench. You're watching Munger Vision. There's 12 minutes gone here in the second half. We're at 28 minutes left to play in regulation. I don't do that soccer thing where you add up all the minutes and go like the 68th minute and stuff like that, or the 52nd minute, just because of that reason. That's a lot of math, a lot of thinking, and if you're wrong, you can do a good job of calling 4,000 productions, and nobody really it just gets taken for granted. But you say one thing wrong, or do math wrong, or get a number wrong, that's the stuff that gets reported all the time. Oh well. In the end, it's been an irrelevant thing I've done, just watching games and kids grow up, and I didn't find a cure for anything important. Tried to make a little difference. A lot of the grandparents don't come to games, and a lot of the kids need tapes for colleges, and a lot of the fan base that doesn't get to the game in live. Well, this is bad. Oh, nice job. Bullock recovered. That was a defensive breakdown by Mill River back at the three-quarter field mark, because there was just so much turf that the dribble brought down the field was just unbelievable. I thought she was going to have to stop and fill up with gas and come further. That's how much turf she had to work with. And then Bullock cut back and did a nice job. And there's the corner, and they shall strike it from there. And again, the wind's not a problem today. It's just a very nice, pleasant breeze blowing, but nothing that's going to affect play. Woodstock on these kicks and corners and throws and foul kicks have had a little indecision on getting organized, getting people over there. And that's going to, will that become another corner? No, it's going to be a goal kick. So Mooney will set it down for Carrie Brown, or maybe Carrie's going to set it for herself. We have a 1-0 score. Mill River with the lead over Woodstock in girls varsity soccer action. The goal came back in the first half of play. Just to round things down, it happened with about 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Bagley got the goal unofficially. Oh, a header and a foreheader and a back header, as they will have it go to Mill River, and Rob will come over and she shall take the throw, and there's a good heave right there. And tell you, by far the best effort of the season by Mill River, even better than their 4-0 win over Stratton at this point. Better competition, but a more controlled attack. I didn't get too panicky when they went 0-2. I did the Burton game, which they lost in overtime 2-1. I mean, you lose to Burton 2-1 in overtime. I mean, it's not like you got in here and got outshot 40-0, lost 10-0. But right now, Woodstock going away from that over-the-top game, that long ball kick, and they've been dribbling the ball down the field on carries and rushes a lot more. And I don't know if that was talked about at halftime. Of course, how would I know what they talked about at halftime over Woodstock? And Ragstadt will kick a side out. We'll have a throw coming up for Woodstock. It could be that Mill River's defense is so keyed for the long ball that Woodstock revised their attack and said, if the turf's there, dribble it, because there's going to be, if you're playing long ball, there's got to be a gap between the long kick and where it lands. And what they're doing, they're dribbling the ball through that territory now that's open, and that sets them up in the 18, and that should become a corner. Yes, it will be off a couple of the Mill River defenders, and Woodstock all of a sudden, you can feel a little bit of a swing of momentum to Woodstock. They're looking to get the tie here on this corner kick with 24 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And again, not the best position, but they did put a little scare into the crowd. They got real quiet, and there's a lob on sides, and Mooney will grab it. Mackenzie always looks so calm and controlled, like she's watching, TV, just relax, making a save. I guess that's where you want your goalie to be. You don't want to be out there spazzing out like I would be. Well, great cross. Nobody there. The ball came up too high in the box, comes outside the arc, goes to the corner, and that's Ragstadt. Took the inside route, and again, she plays it safe. Smart play by the youngster just to gently chip it out of bounds, let her teammates get down and mark up. Woodstock has had a lot of possession time here in the last 3.5 minutes down in the 18, and that's not good for Mill River, and that should become a goal kick. I have it as, it went off from Woodstock. Even with these old tired eyes, I could see that. And I don't think Mooney's going to take the kick. No, she's just placing the ball. And that's not Carrie Brown, that's Nicole Fenton. So Nicole's going to take, from what I can remember, her first goal kick of the day, but Again, I'm unofficial. I'm so many things, they should just call me That's Isabel Furno with the ball number 10. Oh yeah, she got on that sideline and the defender slid to the inside of her, and that was just the key to the whole thing to get the ball possession, and that will be Desiree Gray. She will take the throw over in front of the Mill River bench. Well, it's close enough to being in front. Carrera Page, or Paige Carrera. It's a very reversible name. No, Paige Carrera with the ball to throw and was looking to get it to Lee, and that will come back into play. And there's the lift. There's the good bounce. It goes for Woodstock. They're breaking in one-on-one. And the shot, save Mooney once. Can she do it again? What a job by Mooney. She had to do that. You can't sit back in the goal in soccer because the darn net is so big. You can't sit back in there like a goalie. She had to come up to the top and attack. Oh, and that shouldn't be a whistle. That was just tied up feet. Oh, what I say. Put a mark at that. Captain with 22 minutes, 7 seconds to go. Mackenzie Mooney with the save of the season to this point. And here comes a kick for Woodstock on the foul, and boy, she got underneath that, and she must have had something more to eat since 10 o'clock than the SpaghettiOs. She had a lot of power in that. I couldn't kick the ball 5 yards right now. Oh, that save was just awesome. And again, did you see Mooney? Look, I mean, she was like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. She looked so calm and controlled and just came out and did it. And Bullock right there where she should have been in defensive position to come back, and the rebound came out and Bullock was right there to clean it up. They make the move around Fenton and they're trying to bring the ball back to the center. They will. They'll get it to the middle of the box. There's a big scramble and I don't know who got a piece of it. We were able to clear, and they could have settled and got a better kick, but it'll go to Fishwick, and then they don't call it dangerous play with the leg up around the face there and over the top. And Woodstock really has kicked it up here momentum wise, and oh, but I tell you, she almost pulled off quite a save on the sideline with the high leg lift, and ball did go out of bounds, and there's Caleb Plouffe. So that was Caleb Plouffe who stepped up just seconds ago and made that nice stop on the penetration. Now Plouffe will take the throw, she'll take the dribble, and she'll get things going, and there's the big heave, and boy, they had Fishwick pretty well marked. And oh, that hurts. That hurts me. And that ball will just be a short little triangle passing game, and that's going to come back, and I don't think that's going to stay in play this time. It will not stay in play. We will have a throw, and it'll be Fishwick gets things going. I like the way they just get the tempo going. I like that a lot. Furno lost it. Goes back to Woodstock. Well, Rivers had sporadic attacks here, but nowhere near the consistency they had in the latter part of the first half of play. Woodstock has made some adjustments to their attack plan at the halftime break, and it was not for a spectacular, and I capitalized the S in spectacular save by Mackenzie Mooney. This thing would be tied up, but it stays 1-0 Mill River. Lee tripped over the chalk line on the far side, lost the ball out of bounds, and that'll be Woodstock again trying to get the ball in play. Desiree Gray came out, made the play, and they're going to go at Mooney again, and that's going to be a bad break. Yep. Oh, she should be upset. Yep. Tie game on one of the flukiest goals you will see. She just kind of, instead of going to one knee and scooping it, she just kind of nonchalanted it, and the ball went underneath her, and it's going to be 1-1 now. Well, first of all, Woodstock, I said they got a break, and that really wasn't correct. They had the pressure down there, so they created the scoring chance, because if they weren't down there and they didn't get the shot on, they wouldn't have got that opportunity to score. And they've had the momentum definitely here in the second half, and they've played very, very well, and they got the goal finally, and it's 1-1 with 19:51 to go. I'll tell you what, both crowds for Woodstock and Mill River pretty spirited down there in a good, very clean way, but they're fired up. So see if Mill River can find that attack button that they had going earlier in this contest. Furno turned, ball taken off her foot, and here comes Woodstock on the counterattack. Woodstock breaks through the arc. They're 5 yards deep into the offensive end. They're going to take it wide, and this is good speed. This is good speed. See, that's why Fenton had to stay back on the attack. She could come up and pressure the ball. If you get too close defensively, they can just go. They go right by you like in basketball. And Fenton played that like a good old veteran that she is. She got out there and did a nice job. There's the step up and the battle, and Plouffe is tough, and she's leaning on her, and they let that go through. That's a good job of letting them play right there. That's going to go to the Mill River bench, and I think it's a green throw, but I'm waiting for somebody to walk over like they want the ball. Okay, what happened? I didn't see it. We had a player get shaken up, and that's why everything came to a stop. Player was Morgan Hazen, number 20 for Woodstock, and she was able to get up in a very short period of time and walk it off. So that's very good news. I'll just darken up the iris a little bit here, okay? Yeah, and that sun's pretty brutal. What's tough is going from shade to sun, because the iris, even though it's manually set, it was white balanced to the sun. So I'll just make a manual adjustment on it, and hopefully that'll make the picture a little less hot looking for you. Carrie Brown. Oh boy, that was just steps away from becoming a break-in for Mill River. Woodstock tied it up just a few moments ago, and they're looking for the lead here. They're playing very confidently right now. So Woodstock will have to wait for subs coming in. That clock down to 18 minutes to go, and you're watching PEGTV Munger Vision on Channel 15 Sports. And yeah, everybody's happy now, and Woodstock will go short. They didn't try to go to the box, and they had a play on where they wanted to send the trap and settle back to the inbound passer, and that was pretty awesome. And they let it play through, and that's Bourne. That's my girl. That's who made the play that broke the play up. Erin Bourne, number 11. And you know, you're just simple-minded like I am when you get excited, because her name is like Matt Damon's character in the movie, Jason Bourne. And she's just a good player too. She's a real good player. Just like he's a good secret agent, or wherever he's supposed to be, a spy. And I know it's only a movie. I mean, don't. I haven't lost touch with reality yet. And they're going to go down in the corner. Woodstock you can feel the ticking right now. That next goal coming, or that next great scoring chance from Woodstock. And that's going to be Desiree Gray, and her pass knocked down, never made it to midfield, and that ball rolled to the corner. Woodstock will get there, and boy, Bullock trying everything she can, and we've got a whistle, and I'm not sure how Woodstock's going to get a kick out of this, but they are, and it's a dandy of a spot too. Hagenbarth will get set, and this is a sweet spot on the field to take it right to the net. Too much lift. My goodness, that's a great kick for football. I know. So we'll have a goal kick now after that missed opportunity by Woodstock, and they need a good kicker. They need a counterattack. They need a rush. They need to put some pressure on the other way. They need to find that spark that Mill River had, that getting to those loose balls first, that giving them a little shoulder in there, a little attitude. They've lost that here in the second half. Not that they're playing to protect the lead, but they have been much more complacent, the Minutemen have, here in the second half than they were in the earlier portion of the contest. They'll come across, and that pass too long, and that's going to roll out of bounds, and it should be a white throw. And Bagley looking for it, but will not take the throw. She'll hand the ball off to Rob, and Rob gets a good head start and fires it. Looking for about 15-yard completion, and Fishwick will send it through too far, and Murphy's going to get it. Murphy will pick it up just ahead of Kachupi, who was running hard to get to the ball, and we're down to 15 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the second half, and I don't want to start saying in regulation yet, because that might jinx us into overtime. Well, Fishwick with the save, the trap, the turn, the fire, the pass, all in one little pivot of a move. And there goes the kick, right into Hagenbarth, and she'll go back, retrieve it. And Fenton stepped up that time, and Hagenbarth went by her, and she's got a chance to go take the corner on Desiree Gray, and she went too far. And the angle was tough, and Mill River able to defend the inline that time. And Kachupi will get back, and she overcommitted, and now she's got to hustle to get back into the play, and oh, that's a big shot. And yeah, everybody's going to be okay, and that's going to be on Sabaski, and that's definitely going to be a kick, and that'll be taken by number 15 out there. Kate Murphy will take the kick, and again, Woodstock getting too many good chances here, and you can just feel it kind of closing in. This time Mackenzie Mooney wraps it up for the save, and she'll take the punt. And Rebecca Day pushed. There's the whistle. I was going to get a whistle and blow it if he didn't. There you go. I mean, overall, 99.9% of the game's been excellently officiated. I just want to make sure that people understand. The guys are doing a great job, and I mean that sincerely. So, you know, a lot of people don't realize too is I'm a fan. I get kind of caught up in the game. I have a team. And that's going to, wow, that stayed in play. That had to be real close. Well, since the horn sounded for a sub, I would say it did not stay in play, and it's out. And Sabaski just has to wait before everybody to clear the field here on the subs before she can take the throw with just a 13:46 to go in. I got to start saying it, regulation. And that will go back out of play, and they call for and get the ball, and Coach Chadburn with the good hands will hand it to Sabaski. He wanted her to go down the sideline, and that's going to be green throw. Yeah, I thought it hit out of bounds. It's hard to see that far away from where I am. And Desiree Gray tried to bring it down. That was a high leg lift, but couldn't control the ball. And that's going to be Carrie Brown now. Carrie Brown turns. Carrie Brown wants to roll to the outside. Got, oh, no push call, and she'll lose control, and Woodstock will have the ball. And again, they're down in the position here where they're just about, well, they went short to the box. They didn't go inside it. They're in the box now, though. And there comes the kick, and just wide. I'll tell you what, way too deep a penetration in the box. The defense crunching up and giving up way too much penetration into the 18. And the kick. And the header. And somebody waiting for the settle. Another header. That was Rob that pushed it forward. Rob's going to chase down her own header. No, got cut off, ran by the ball. Turns, gets back into play. Woodstock onside. Woodstock with some turf. They elect to bring it back to the middle of the field. And this is Hayes and all trying to reverse it. And good defense on her. Jersey was actually held. You could clearly see that she grabbed a hold of the jersey and got away with it. Which, of course, how could you see that unless you're up in the window where I am and stuff? So I'm not saying like they should have seen that. And when Woodstock lets this throw go, it will be 12 minutes on the clock, and it was DeBella, and she was able to get height on it, but not really depth on it. And Katrupi with a little touch will come back and get it to Rob, going shoulder to shoulder. Rob will send the ball down, split the pass, was looking for Day on the inside. She had another player on the outside, teammate on the outside. The ball went right between them to the defensive unit, and Sabaski on the rush had a head of steam, got the ball forward. Sabaski's going to get there and just have it taken off her foot. She'll go back, get in the play, and that's Day with the push, gets it back to Rob, and she will send the ball over the foot of Katrupi. Oh, what a great bounce for Mill River as it hits the official, stays in bounds. And that'll be Bagley's kick, goes out of bounds with a white throw. Fishwick will come up, she'll take the throw, and we'll have a little stoppage. You notice the shifts are getting shorter for the subs. There's more sub rotation now as we're getting later in the contest. You don't want somebody exhausted out there to get caught. And you know, after that big explanation and all that BS, what it was a Woodstock player got hurt. That's why they stopped the play. So hopefully things will be okay after the fade. I didn't catch the number, but the Woodstock player got up and was okay. And then Mill River had to throw, as you saw, went out bounce off from Woodstock, and it generates a corner for Mill River. And Rebecca Day with the kick coming up. This is a big possession for Mill River. They've had a lot of chances here in the second half. Oh, the ball brought down, and that should be another corner. Oh, who was that? I know Fishwick was down there. And Bagley, I believe. And they were just, you don't know how close they were to getting the go-ahead goal right there. Or, I mean, maybe you do know. Oh, they got it down, got the shot wide. Going to a goal kick. I tell you, just to possess it twice like that and then get the goal kick away, quite an achievement by Mill River. And we'll have Woodstock with just 10 minutes, 30 seconds to go in regulation in a 1-1 game. Take the goal kick on the short side of the box, the near side of the box. And Bella with the roll, got about 30, 35 yards on it. Woodstock with some nice position here. Brown will fade to the outside. Yeah, bringing it back to the inside. Woodstock, and they're going to take the bump, get the pass through. It's on sides. It takes a nice break, and then Bullock will come up and just get it out the 18, as she didn't want to. Again, Woodstock had a lot of possession inside the box here in the second half of play. And, oh, what, do we have a handball? I believe that's what the call was. It's a kick in any event, and it's coming up for Woodstock. They're about at the 40-yard line. And Hazen will come back up now, and she'll call off whoever was in her way, and she'll take the kick, it looks like. Or actually, she won't. Another player comes back, and she'll take the kick. And they're on sides, and yep, Mooney, she came out to make the play and just too much speed, and Woodstock will take their first lead of the contest, 2-1 late here. We're all 3/4 of the way through the second half of play, and Woodstock, again, they've changed up their whole philosophy since halftime, and it's really paid off because, like I said, they have had more corners, more time of possession, more shots on net, and more goals now. 2 goals. So it goes 2-1, Woodstock with the lead here in the second half of play. That goal happening with just 9:34 left in the ball game. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Remember, in the Burton game, Mill River tied it up with 65 seconds left in the game. And we're good for the touch. Possession to Mill River after that Woodstock goal, and goes off from the hip of one of the Woodstock players, goes back into the defensive end of the field, and Mill River will pop it up, come around, and that's going to come down to Fishwick. Fishwick, that soft left-footed pass, looking for Day. Day coming in. Day taking off the ball, will be swept wide, turns, fires on the pivot, stays in play on the header, brought down, and there's this turn. Day, oh, couldn't drive it through. Fishwick right on the button, and Rob waved on it. Oh, she had a beautiful pass and just couldn't find the meat to put the hammer down. Oh, what a beautiful pass, and then the wind-up and the miss, and that was just great action all the way around. And boy, they have responded to that goal very well, and they, being Mill River, have responded very well to reacting to get a corner out of it now. Day making a little adjustment there. We're 8:30 to go in the ball game. And DeBella will just clear it out of the box, and that might have enough legs to make the sideline, and it does. You see the officials say we will have a Mill River throw. Fenton will give way to Robb, and Ashley Robb will take the throw herself and gets it to Day, uses her forehead, and now she'll come back, and they'll collapse around the ball, and boy, just the spacing was off. That'll go off from Fenton, number 2, and Ashley Gray or Desiree Gray stepped up and couldn't control it, and there goes Woodstock. They're able to get the cork out of the bottle and get the ball down the field, and that will go a bad bounce for Woodstock. They had control at the header, now they need support on the ball, and right there is what I'm talking about. A little bit slow here in the second half, Mill River, is to get to those 50-50 balls, and Bourne will watch it. They'll take a bounce, go out of bounds, and it should be a green throw, and it is a green throw, and they have the 2-1 lead. 2 goals here in the second half of play by Woodstock have given them their first lead of the contest. Mill River had their best offensive flurry in the second half just moments ago. You saw it. And we'll have Mooney set the ball. Again, it'll be Brown that'll take the kick. And again, just like any sport in soccer, there's a lot of time left. Lots of stuff's going to happen in the next 7 minutes. And that's what you got to remember as a player, too. I mean, yeah, you had the lead and you lost the lead, but there's a ton of time left. How many seconds in a minute and how many minutes left on the board? I mean, yeah, he needs that one corner or that one good kick. DeBella will take the throw, and went off from Brown. She couldn't get to it, and nice support that time. Very good support defensively down inside the 18. That's going to be to the sideline, and that'll be picked up by Lee. Lee wanted to make the dodge move, and well, it just pays to have those long legs. She actually was played well defensively, but because the ball came off the defender's shin guards, Lee was able to reach back and toe the ball and bring it forward, and that's going to roll. And you can see her Day was going to be just a tad bit slow getting there, and Woodstock will turn fire, get it in the sideline. Should be a white throw coming up, and it will be taken. There they were. I was watching the ball instead of the throw, and Lee has the ball. She's pushed to the outside and unable to turn the corner, will lose possession, will go out of bounds. Woodstock was down 1-0 at the half, and then they tied it up at 1. And it wasn't that long, maybe 3.5 minutes later, they were able to get the lead. That's just going to be cleared up and out. Long run, a lot of turf. 5 yards, 10 yards, that's a 15-yard marker. And she's looking for the dodge, move around Bullock. She'll get past her, lift a shot, and nope, top of the net. I'll tell you what, that was a brilliant rush down the field. And I mean brilliant with a capital B. Podnecki, one of the captains, I'll tell you what, when she got to Bullock and then passed the ball ahead to herself and then just turned the afterburners on and got past Bullock, that's pretty darn impressive, I gotta tell you that. This whole Woodstock squad, good team, good program. It's been a battle for both sides, so I mean, Mill River had the 1-0 halftime lead, and Brown able to muscle her way through and then go over the top, get it just beyond the arc, and Woodstock right there defensively. I don't think they're actually in a diamond in the back yet. I haven't had a chance to lift up my head and look over the top of the viewfinder, but Day going to have some pressure coming from behind. Didn't see it coming, and that's going to be kept and bounced by Day. Great bounce, serves it up, center of the box, goes past Fenton. Lee trying to center, Fenton trying to shoot, had a block, gets it, squirts in, and it's going to be picked up by Murphy. A lot of wild action in front of Murphy, but the shot itself was only about a 1 on a scale of 10. We're down to 4:47 to go in the soccer game, and Mill River looking for that tying goal. And that's going to be out of bounds. We'll have a white throw, and going to have Rob come all the way over from across the field and take the throw herself. Brown was there, but they wanted Rob to come in and take it. And she will launch it, and there's the touch by Day, and then she was shielded off from the ball, and it goes green throw now. And don't forget, the whole key to this thing is you've got to have possession to score. Yeah, and there is the long lob. I believe that was Rob that got the touch, and Rob's calling for the ball, and Rob will get the throw. And, well, yeah, there's got to be a sense of urgency now in Mill River. They've got to, you know, there's a lot of time. You've got to have possession. You've got to generate chances, and it takes a long time to come down the length of the soccer field and burns up the clock. And Woodstock player took a tumble at midfield and was able to get up, get back into the play, and looks like she's going to be all right. And that will come across and go out of play. And we're down to 3:45 to go in the ball game. Woodstock will have the throw. Yes, yes. Now, if you're Woodstock, you do not want to, you want to take your time on setting up your kicks and your goal kicks and your throws and let that clock tick. And Brown's got a lot of green around her. How's that for colors? Kerry Brown's got a lot of Woodstock players around her who have green uniforms on, and she'll lose possession. And Sabaski, doing the work, tough work down in the box. That's going to be lifted, and it could have a chance, and no, it's going to go wide. The shot taken by number 15, Kate Murphy. And we've just gone under the 3-minute mark. And they burned a lot of time right there just retrieving the ball, getting it set for the goal kick and getting it into position. And Brown kept it low to the ground. I don't know if that was by design or not, but Sabaski in pursuit. And I believe went out from Sabaski, was trying to go through Hazen. And Hazen, no, it will be Mill River ball. So it went out from Hazen. Sabaski will take the throw. No, she won't. And see how this burns up time, though. Here comes Plouffe. And that's Lee, had it in the air, couldn't relocate it. Lee between two defenders, actually 3 defenders, swept the ball laterally, got it across the field, and now here comes the bounce, and we're going to roll it over all the way across the field to the bleacher side, and that's going to be a Mill River throw. But again, get the ball, throw it in, all that, that clock's ticking, and then to switch up like this, Plouffe will take the throw on this side. Now it'll be out of bounds, and that's not bad play at all because this clock just keeps on running. 2 minutes even to go in the contest. There's Plouffe, had to find her. Woodstock with 2 second-half goals with the 2-1 lead. And Mill River with possession, body down by Fishwick, steps on the ball, gets up, and able to get the, well, it wasn't the way they wanted to do it, but it was effective. Day's got the inside. Day's going to give the ball back. That's going to be shot wide, and just missed it. Lee came in pretty well marked, but again, with those long legs, she was able to extend it, get a piece of the ball and just deflect it wide of the net. That was a great scoring chance. Woodstock got caught up defending and marking on this short sideline. And I got to tell you, personally, all the action's got to be from the 18 in. That's what you got to be concerned about. 1:18 and that clock running. Woodstock looking to get the win on the road over their arch rival, Mill River. And that's Desiree Gray had it lost at Woodstock. The best defense is what you're seeing right now. They got the ball in the offensive end. There's the long pass outside, and Bullock came up, forced it wider. Ball goes to the edge, but not out, and that's going to be into Mooney's hands. She'll hold on to it as Podnecki coming in hard, looking for a rebound. I'll tell you what, though, Mill River did a lot of things very well today. They didn't expect the change, or they didn't adapt to the change strategically in the second half by Woodstock, and they kind of lost a little intensity. But this is a very good team they played today, and Haven't lost yet, but they did a nice job to get it to this point. And Gray will go down. I believe they're going to Mill River kick. Just 22 seconds left in the soccer game. They need a possession. They need to kick, but then they need to possess it. And right now, Woodstock is going to pop it up, keep it in the middle of the field. Yeah, and that's going to be a whistle as they ride Sabaski off. Oh, they're going to call that on Sabaski. Well, I got to tell you now, that's the game. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And Woodstock will come from behind to get the 2-1 win over Mill River. So congratulations to Woodstock. A great effort by Mill River. And I'll have more Mill River soccer action for you at later dates on Channel 15 Sports. But get out there, support your student athletes, support Munger Vision, and always support. You know, go to a game live. Go home and watch it on TV, but you know, go to a game live and you'll get hooked. You'll like it. Good night.